Welcome to A Word from the Word. If you want to do more reflections on the readings this 28th Sunday in Ordinary Time, you may focus on the word faith. The Gospel is an event in the ministry of Jesus where 10 lepers met Jesus and cried out for healing. After they were healed, one came back to thank Jesus. At the end of the Gospel today, we witness Jesus telling the leper who came back to him, "Your faith has saved you." What is in faith that it saved the leper? What is in faith that it pleases Jesus? What is in faith that it becomes redemptive? Do you notice that there are 7 things illustrated by the readings today that make us reflect what faith can do? First, faith is all about gratitude. Among the 10 lepers, only one came back joyfully thanking Jesus for the gift of healing. Pope Francis says, "Joy springs from a grateful heart." It is faith that teaches us to be grateful. Second, faith makes us encounter Jesus. The 10 lepers came to Jesus because they believed Jesus could heal them. It is faith that opened their hearts to encounter Jesus. Faith is linked to our encounter with Jesus, especially in the Holy Eucharist. Third, faith enables us to call on God. In the midst of their need, the 10 lepers cried out, "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." Remember that it is faith that teaches us to seek mercy from God. Faith leads us to conversion. Fourth, faith makes us obedient. When the lepers sought healing, Jesus commanded them to show themselves to the priest. And on their way, they were gradually healed. In the same way, Naaman the Syrian obeyed Elisha the prophet to bathe himself in the river Jordan for the healing of his leprosy. He was also healed. Obeying God is the path of faith. Fifth, faith reminds us to glorify God. The leper who came back to thank Jesus for his healing glorified God. A person who has faith will never forget to pray. Sixth, faith makes us humble. The lepers with a grateful heart fell at the feet of Jesus, showing the sense of surrender and dependence. Seventh, faith teaches us to bear hardships and suffering. St. Paul in the second reading today reminded Timothy that he learned to accept suffering because of the gospel. For St. Paul, faith teaches us to be united with Christ in his suffering and death, yet sharing also in his life. So for this Sunday, try to reflect on the elements of your faith. Which of these 7 elements which reminds you most of what faith is all about? God bless you.